It is now 6:15 on this Friday night. Betsy is here, kind of peeked at your forecast earlier. Saw a lot of sunshine up there.
Not too shabby here in Northeast Ohio.
Mm-hmm.
The tropics are starting to get very interesting, specifically for the southeastern U.S. That may give us some very minor impacts. I'll break it all down for you in the full forecast, but for now, don't worry about what's going on this evening. Clear skies continue. Temperatures fading back from the 70s into the 60s, and that will tee up the possibility of some fog as we start the early morning. Satellite and radar currently showing some clouds off to the south of us. I don't think we have to worry about those right now, but that's kind of headed northbound, isn't it? And that will eventually be the cloud cover that we may have around here tomorrow. Not worried at all about these rain showers off to the north. Those will slide east. So kind of the change of direction there is certainly a good thing. We have clear skies expected for tonight. That will allow the temperatures to drop back. Fog is expected to form in the area. Not dense fog for everyone, but we could have some areas where the fog is just a little thicker than others. So just be advised, very changeable conditions tomorrow morning. If you're going to be up and at it early, maybe getting on the road to get some errands done or head in or out of town, areas of dense fog are a possibility. I think for the most part, we will have light fog in northern Ohio, and it will quickly be mixing out because we have a rapid rise in temperatures that is expected to take place through the morning. In your National Design Mart hour-by-hour forecast, you can see the 50s early, quickly becoming 70s. We're going to go above average. We're going to stay above average for the next several days. And all of that is at the same time that we are keeping a very close eye on what's happening down right now in the Caribbean and the southwestern Atlantic. That is because we have two storms of note. One, Hurricane Humberto, which is expected to become a rather strong hurricane. And then this whole big area of disorganized convection that is expected to begin to organize. And this is currently called potential tropical cyclone 9. It will become Imelda as it starts to strengthen up. And I have this line here you can see, and I don't know if you can see it right there. That's one of the Hurricane Hunter aircraft that is currently flying. Hurricane Hunters are the various aircraft that are going to be flying continuous missions into and through the storm to get data that will beam back to the National Hurricane Center, and they'll be able to amend their forecasts as needed. But there is enough confidence that this storm will continue to intensify that there are now tropical storm watches and warnings posted for the Bahamas. The big question is what happens after that? And because the National Hurricane Center decided to go ahead and call this a potential tropical cyclone, that means that they get to do all the things. They give it the full treatment. We get discussions, we get forecast tracks and whatnot. And so as you can see, they bring currently the storm to the coast as a Category 1 hurricane, a minimal Category 1 hurricane, and possibly touching or making landfall in South Carolina as either a Cat 1 or a tropical storm. It is important to note, this is not where all the impacts will be. This is just kind of the center of the storm. The impacts will be several states wide, and the biggest problem will be rain, and lots of it, in areas that had horrible rain last year. Think Helene. So we are anticipating big flooding problems in the southeastern U.S. What is still unknown is how Humberto will impact Imelda. If the two of them have any kind of tropical envelope that they will share, we could see this totally moving around. So this is still a very, very changeable situation. But just to kind of show you how this is expected to go, at least this is the European model, this is the storm as it starts to make landfall. Note the rain is all on shore. So we have just banging rain coming down throughout the Carolinas for possibly days on end, and that's really the biggest problem that I can foresee going through next week for places like the Carolinas, northern Georgia potentially, Tennessee, maybe into the Virginias. What will it bring to us? Maybe some clouds. That's it, Monday into Tuesday. Here's your Union Home Mortgage forecast, and these above average temperatures are certainly going to be welcome for us. The clouds are going to come and go on Monday into Tuesday, and then we're back to some sunshine late next week. Next chances for rain, not until next weekend. We'll be right back.